Hello, callers. Welcome to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on three developing stories, starting with Gerard Pique, who had a classic interview yesterday after that 4-2 win over Real Sociedad. Of course, Pique was talking about the wage cut issues. We quite remember Pique, through his pay cut, allowed Memphis Depay to be registered alongside Eric Garcia as well. So Pique was talking about, the other veteran players who haven't yet, follow suit, and he said he is so optimistic that they will also take a pay cut soon as possible. Then secondly, we are going to be discussing about Ronald Koeman. Of course, he spoke after that game yesterday and focusing on the young stars. Ronald Koeman expressed his love and admiration for Yusuf Demi, and the only thing that I was not really cool with what Koeman said. Of course, Koeman is somebody that is he's so expressive. He does not hide his mind. He was talking about Alex Collado, and he openly made it clear that Alex Collado is not really the player he really prefer as compared to Yusuf Demi. So we're going to be discussing much more on that exclusive interview. Then to conclude, talking about this latest transfer rumor that we've been getting, that Barcelona are interested in either of Arsenal's striker Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette. Of course, with the fact that Martin Braithwaite's future is still uncertain, but we saw how Braithwaite put up a very good performance yesterday, and of course, we don't know if that performance can make something of a U-turn when it comes to his future. But we've been hearing Aubameyang and Lacazette being linked to Barcelona, but will it be possible in the future? We don't know. So we're going to be discussing much more on that as we progress. So, callers, as we get right into those interesting stories, please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and endeavor to watch this video right up to the very end. Barcelona was leading 3-0 after an hour played with goals from Gerard Pique and 2 goals from Martin Braithwaite. Sociedad, however, threatened a late comeback when they scored twice in 3 minutes, but Sergio Roberto's stoppage time goal gave them all 3 points. Barca's financial turmoil has been a major talking point in the past few months. The Catalan Giants lost Messi due to financial restrictions. While there was doubt whether they could register their summer signings, Memphis Depay, Aguero and Eric Garcia, but their club captain, Gerard Pique, came to the club's rescue. He agreed to substantially cut his wages, allowing Depay and Garcia to be registered. He then put in a captain's performance at the Camp Nou, scoring the first and guiding his team to victory. The 34-year-old then showed why he's a Barcelona legend with his post-match interview. Going by what he said as per Daily Mail, "I have always been willing to help the club. No one should ever doubt me. I've been here for 10 years and 8 more in the youth squad. This is my home, the club of my life, and I'll always help it." Pique also revealed that Barcelona's other 3 captains, Roberto, Busquets and Jordi Alba, will also take a pay cut. He added, "It's what had to be done." He continued, "The other captains will do the same soon because of a timing issue, and I had to be the first one so we could register the players. The captains have always intended to make the adjustments needed by the club. We are proud of this decision." Barcelona are in a real mess at the moment, but at least they have players like Pique who will do whatever it takes to help the club out of a bad situation. Then on to the next story of discussion. Ronald Koeman provided an interesting anecdote in his press conference following Barcelona's season opening victory against Real Sociedad, where he explicitly voiced his support for new arrival Yusuf Demi, while straight away voicing his lack of preference for Alex Collado. Like, going by what he said here, he said, 10 days ago, Collado was about to go to Belgium, and I now prefer to have Demi ahead, stated the Dutch coach, alluding to Collado's impending move to Club Brugge, which took a U-turn after Lionel Messi departed. Koeman's blunt nature comes as no surprise, as he has been harsh and firm during his Barcelona tenure ever since arriving, The first player to bear the brunt of Koeman's lack of favours was Riqui Puig, and now Collado looks like he is next. While the Austrian sensation Demi is an incredible talent and must be part of the first team, Koeman's ostracism of Collado may be a tad too harsh if you ask me, since he was not giving the La Masia winger any minutes and he was only leaving due to an overbooking of forwards in the first team. His agenda towards Puig is well known by now, and one can only help but wonder if he is taking the right approach towards his judgment of players. Alex Collado may have to, once again reconsider his decision to stay and then perhaps quickly look for alternatives before the transfer window ends. It is difficult to see him get any minutes this season, to be honest. While he does have suitors and destinations where he can add value, it is a shame to see such a gifted player like Collado not get any preference by his home club. I personally don't think Ronald Koeman is doing things, in the right way when it comes to expressing himself, to the players. And yeah, it's good to always make the players know how you feel sometimes. We have seen the likes of Ricky Puig up to now. Ricky Puig have never been there, as any choice for Koeman up to today. And now Koeman is trying to bring that kind of message to Alex Collado as well, which I don't see it making sense personally. But I think Koeman should give these players some confidence. Alex Collado is a very talented player. We saw him during our preseason games, and I came to a surprise. It's like, I don't know, Koeman saying this in the press does not make sense that much, because we have some good talented players from La Masia, and Alex Collado is one of them, definitely. So it comes as a surprise to me seeing the way Koeman spoke about him, yesterday, so direct to the point. And I just wish, of course, the loan move that it failed because Messi went to PSG. I just wish Alex Collado will be there despite what Koeman is saying. But the problem is, will Koeman give him the minutes? That is the problem, because if Koeman frustrates him like what I've been seeing from Ricky Puig, then things will not be moving in the right direction, if you ask me. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona want to sell Martin Braithwaite and sign another striker, and the Spanish newspaper Sport reports that both Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Alexander Lacazette are on their shortlist, and that Arsenal would be willing to sell either of them. Barca would only be able to sign one, according to report from Sport, and wouldn't be able to pay a fee for either of the players. And also, given the fact that Arsenal after a new striker of their own in the form of Lautaro Martinez, and if Italian publication Tuttosport are to be believed, might end up attempting a double swoop for both the Argentine and its manager Antonio Conte, unless Mikel Arteta manages to, coax a significant improvement out of his team over the next week or two. Then we have also been getting some rumors of a swap for Philippe Coutinho as well to Arsenal, in order to acquire one of those Arsenal strikers. I'm talking about Aubameyang or Alexander Lacazette, and of course these are just rumors. And I don't know if that would be a good idea, because Coutinho's future is still very, very unclear if Ronald Koeman will even want him. The fact that he was not even there, on the squad list for yesterday's game, which indirectly means that Koeman does not prefer him and might be sold this summer. So we just have to keep fingers crossed and see if any negotiations would take place between Barcelona and Arsenal, involving those players. So callers, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so you always stay up to date with the latest Barcelona news, transfer rumors, and many more.